Greetings. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. So, it seems I have finally found something that guarantees, is guaranteed to work, as it were. It just required a simple change, I suppose, but of course, before we start, same build, 2 brawlers and a vengeance ship. And yeah, it starts pretty similarly. However, I didn't see. I got confused with my ships here. You see, normally your ships kind of jump in at the same, or with the same order, regardless of how they were in the yellow star. But I had lost a ship during a rich artifact to run, so I rebuilt it, and now this ship is first, and it's kind of messing me up. So yeah, it took a second to realize the error of my ways. Yeah, so it took a second to get this vengeance ship down, because this sector here normally gets my hull down low enough for vengeance, but oh well. And the other 2 level 9 planets were really far away, so I had to move a bit to get to the closest one, but all in all, not really a big deal here. So one thing I wanted to try that I wondered if it would work was using suspend on these storms, and I must say it worked a lot better than I was expecting. So yeah, using suspend on the storms means I can focus on other things. Yeah, once again, my hull not being low enough for a weapon amplifier to kill me, or to lower my hull enough for vengeance. So I jumped on here. I was waiting for around the time the destroyers would spawn, and it looks like I picked an optimal time. Had to move because if I go below 3.2k hull, the destroyers would kill me. So yeah, but that worked rather well, and it was the closest sector that had any Serbs, so it worked out. Kill a Guardian on the way, but yeah, so that's my suspend taken care of, and that's all these storms taken care of. Basically, it allowed me to have more time to think about my vengeance play. Right, and of course, the Phoenix shield not popping up until well after the destroyers are dead. I don't have to worry about it as much. So yeah, so I set on the Phoenix as usual. Move out of the way of the rockets. EMP these rockets because I want to move over here. I wanted to knock out this sector first. And if I needed to leave, that was a really close call, by the way. Good lord. Yeah, if the Phoenix shield had not gone down when it did, that would have killed me. Caught it just in time. But look, all in all, what I'm trying to say is, I wanted to clear this sector so I could start loading safely, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to dance around rockets on both ships, so that's fine. But yeah, really good start. Recover a bit. Good on time as well. Although I do believe I got my civilian ships in a bit late, so start taking out these bombers here. I could have been doing more with this ship, but I guess I was too focused over here. Actually, no, I was moving my ships because my civilian ships weren't ready. Silly me. So yeah, so that happened. A pretty good start here. Although the very beginning was a little, could use some work. the suspend on storms, and then, hitting the vengeance on the destroyers. It just gives you a lot of time to think there, not having to chase storms around a sector. So yeah, might be my new strategy. The main reason I was using suspend for the sentinels that pop out of the Phoenix shield is because by the time you kill the Phoenix, your hull is really low. It's like halfway down. And depending on how the sentinels spawn, like there might be a rocket next to you or something, might actually just flat out kill you without suspend. So that's why I was using suspend on the sentinels, but I realized I could just move when the Phoenix hull is low enough because it's a lot slower than you are. And the sentinels don't all spawn, where the Phoenix was. It kind of spawned in random directions, around the Phoenix, essentially. It was a bad idea to record this without coffee, good lord. I apologize. So yeah, cleaned up there. And something else new that I decided to do was let this brawler be on civilian defense duty because, actually, there is no reason why. I could have let both brawlers take out these sectors over here. Actually, no, that's right. The second vengeance, of course. Of course. So I was dedicating, instead of leaving the civilians to fend for themselves, I decided to dedicate a brawler to civilian defense completely. So yeah, a second vengeance, easy clear there, knock out a storm on the way out, move out of the sector, and now this vengeance ship can be on civilian defense because it has nothing else to do. Although I believe it took me a second to actually do that. Move the civilians over here because this planet was still covered by that bomber, and I didn't want a spare rocket to sneak through. Had to move out there because these interceptors are so good at what they do. And yeah, one had spawned before these civilian ships left that sector. So yeah, move this. I could have moved both at the same time. Look, okay, again, no coffee. It sucks. Although, I suppose, by proxy, you shouldn't be doing this without coffee, right? But, oh well. I've gotten comfortable with the DRS9, so I guess this was also a good test to see if I can do it without my usual coffee. And I kind of can. But yeah, I just cleaned up pretty much. Got rid of the bomber in the filler sector, got rid of the storms and all that, and the Phoenix, and now it's just for the sloppy loading that I can never do right. But, I've got enough time to mess around with trying to load correctly, so no big deal, really. And yeah, pretty good haul this time. Got about 7 artifacts, or maybe 6 artifacts. I think it was like a 3 miner and 3 transport, something like that. Okay, looks like 4 transport there, but yeah, not bad. Not bad. But all in all, this whole starting play here with the storms on the suspend, yeah, I know that is a tried and true method of dealing with dark storms, but I did it the way I did it before because you don't really need suspend to kill storms. They're slow, but they're just quick enough to be annoying. Excuse me. So yeah, probably should do that. And also, I probably should just bail. I didn't have to keep this ship in this sector, at all. Yeah, I could take down the shield, but probably more pressing things to worry about than the Phoenix and its shield. I could EMP the Guardians and the Colossus on top of the Phoenix, like I usually do, to get rid of the shield instead, and start working on the bombers. But yeah, oh no, always learning, good experimentation as usual. And yeah, that's really about it. I suppose I'll see you around. Ta-ta for now.